Hey everybody, welcome back. Part 2 of the Clinton 1100 series 1-cylinder 4-stroke engine. It's such a cool little engine. If you missed part 1, all that was really wrong with it had a stuck exhaust valve. I mean, it was really stuck for some reason, but once we got that fixed and we got the valve to go up and down, we got compression back and the thing fired up immediately. We're missing the air cleaner assembly, but I actually found one, original equipment, on eBay. I also got us an exhaust because this thing does not have an exhaust of any kind on it. Turn it around. There's the exhaust port right there. But of course, this part here is too large to fit in the hole. And hopefully I can find an adapter for this at the hardware store. We also have to fix the governor linkage, but I think the only thing that's missing is the part between here and here. Here's the air filter assembly, a little bit more close up for you. It's 2-piece. This is the oil bath type, so we're going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom, and the top looks to be in good condition. Put them together and put them on. So I guess we can put a little bit of the oil in now. And I just got done making this rod. Made it out of some 1024 all thread. I welded a nut onto the bottom of it so it's more like a bolt. It goes all the way through. Lock washer on there, followed by our wing nut. And our oil bath air filter assembly is complete. So I got us a new muffler. These are made for, about 1 million different applications. This is 3/4 inch pipe thread, and the one in the block there is 1/2 inch. So I got a reducer, and we're going to install the reducer. Put a little bit of never sees on it. Because the exhaust gets so hot, there's a lot of expanding and contracting. These things are prone to corrosion. We're also going to put a little bit on the exhaust itself. This doesn't need to be overly tight. We just want it nice and snug, so there's no exhaust leaks or anything like that. That should be perfect. Okay, we have air filter assembly, we have exhaust. Now the last thing we have to fiddle around with is the governor and the throttle. And I also think this top part is bent out a little bit, so we're going to bend the top back in so it's more up and down. And then we're going to fabricate something that goes in between them, so when the engine gets under load, it opens the throttle a little bit more automatically. That's what the governor does. All right, my friends, we are done. I'm going to wind this up and then I'm going to show you what I did. I found an old steel spring in one of my drawers, and it had the perfect diameter. It was plenty strong enough, so I harvested some of that spring and I cut it. I made a downward Z-bend on that end and a sideways Z-bend on this end, and I've got her installed now and it's working just like it's supposed to. So there wasn't a whole lot to that besides the fabricating that little piece of steel rod. Anyway, I'm going to start it up and let it run. Let you guys listen to this thing. It really sounds great. Thanks for hanging out with me. Check out the online store, and I hope to see you on the next one.